Jessie B Scrapbooking back with another process video. This one is the second layout I'm doing with the Let's Try to Build a Page Kit, or just Let's Try to Build a Kit series that I was attempting this month. And let's just say I don't know if I like kits. I might try it again later, but right now my opinion is I want to be able to do everything out of my stash and not be limited to a kit. So, you can go back and look at the first video of Let's Try to Build a Kit to see everything I put in this kit here. So I am doing this one for my 2020 hunting album. And so I'm cutting it down to 8.5 by 11. And I've done this picture before for our family album. So this one here is the same picture but different album. So I want this really rustic kind of wood to show more than just the pink. So that's why I'm cutting that little chunk out. And I am just cutting this up and getting that real distressed look, those pieces. And that's why I cut that paper up a little bit different than I normally would. So I want this paper here to go kind of in the middle. And then I like the other wood grain paper with the design on it, this one right here. And it's nice and heavy because of the darker. And so I want it to go on the bottom. Now it's a thin paper, very thin paper. And I didn't realize I cut my other piece of wood paper at the same time, which actually worked out just fine. I'm very happy with where it cut. But yeah, I had no idea they were stuck together. So this paper pad is very thin. In case you ever get it, just be aware of that. But for putting it onto a piece of cardstock or anything like this, it works perfect. So this is how I'm going to hear them all down. And I don't make you watch me put them all, just to hear it down. So I have it all down, and now I'm just matting my picture on this dark chocolate cardstock, and that just gives it a nice stable base. I really like it. And now I was thinking about tucking it at a really sharp angle or keeping it on top. I end up doing just this little slight angle, and then doing 2 embellishment clusters and then 1 title cluster on the top. So these labels are from Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. They're just like the address labels that you get for free when you sign up with them. And I decided to cut them up and make a embellishment cluster. And so I'm using the sticker, the embellishment or the label sticker, and I'm covering up the to and from on it with these I just love these stickers. These, I think I got them at by the carts. And they have like at the end cap with all the stickers on them. I think that's where these ones came from. I could be wrong. I could have got them at the Dollar Tree, but I really like them. They're just feathers and arrows, but yeah. So I'm popping up one feather, and I leave the other one flat, and I stick it down to this plastic ruler I have because it won't stick to it. I mean, it holds it there while I do this, but it pops right off. So these are rub-ons from the Dollar Tree, and they are amazing. I have never had a problem with them rubbing. They come off really well. Yeah, I just like them. So here I was going to move it, but with that shiny label, it already started to adhere down even though I hadn't rubbed it. So, and all it takes is just my fingernail, and look at, they just pop off and then they stay. I haven't had a problem with them coming off. But I just want to put a little bit of, it looks like stamping or something, but I have to bring out my stamps, and they adhere to this slicker surface really well. And then this was part of one of the other labels. It just says "Let It Snow," so I'm adding that in, and so that makes up the one little embellishment cluster. And then the other one, I decided to go over here, and that little elk I cut out of the "Let It Snow" label, and I decided to bring out this chocolate brown again and turn it into a tag. And I just fold it in half and just clip off the ends, and then put my little hole in the center. And I have, those, what do you call them, hole reinforcers that you pick up at like Walmart. They're office supplies. They're sticky on one side, and they're just plain white, and they work perfect. So I just put that on, and then I'm going back to my stickers of feathers, and I'm going to do the same thing. Here one flat, and put the other one up on a little bit of foam. And this is just the cheap craft foam from Walmart. And before I put that one down, I decide that, these white flowers came from the Dollar Tree. And so I put a flower there, and now I want some more rub-ons. And I know that the rub-ons are not going to show up as well on this dark chocolate cardstock, but they do show up, and it shows on here on the screen. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see it, but on the close-ups at the end, you'll see how well um they show up on the. And so it just gives it just a little bit more to each cluster. And yep, so I like that. I'm going to stick these down, and I do bring in another rub on the tag, and it just has X's and O's, and I'll put that on there. And then you can't see the X's and O's as well as I wanted, so I go and write and draw out with my white gel pen 2 more sets of X's and O's beside each one. You'll see that at the close-up at the end. I don't do it on camera. And then I grab this puffy, I don't know, it's not really a puffy, but they are like maybe enamel word phrases. And I put, I don't remember what I put there in that little, yeah, sorry. And it's way too tiny for me to see. But I grab a piece of this twine. It's kind of like a plastic twine, but the color was just perfect to go with the background paper, that pink paper. And so I put that through my little tag hole there. And then I decided the top of this page was too plain. I didn't like it. So I decided to bring in some more of the wood pattern up to the top. And I decided to rip it. And I'll bring in the other piece of wood grain too. And I'll do the same thing. I'll rip it and I'll layer them. And I like that a lot better. And so after I get done with all that and get it all trimmed, and I'm going to go ahead and put the title on. And I'm also going to use the rub-ons for the title. So I've got a lot of use out of those rub-ons in this one little layout. So as I was saying earlier with the page kits, I haven't decided if I like working out of kits or not. I might give it another go in June, but I think in May I am going to do a series every Monday on the 6x6 paper pad class that I'm going to be doing with Scrapbook Generations. And I'll start it on the first Monday in May. And I won't be able to show the sketches that I'm using because it's paid content, but you can see the layouts. And I'm thinking I'm not going to use 6x6 paper pads because I don't actually have any, maybe one. But I want to try to use the 12x12 paper pads and uh, all my scraps. So that's my plan. All right, so here I am going back to that other set of rub-ons I have. And this is that little X's and O's that I was telling you about that I'm putting there. And then like I said, I add writing with the gel pen. And the gel pen I use, I just picked up at Walmart. It comes in a set of 3 and 3 different sizes. I think it's 5, 8, and 10. Yeah. And I really like them. They work. And they're cheap when they dry up because gel pens always do. I just buy another pack and get a lot more use out of them. So my title is Family Happiness. And this picture was taken on Christmas Day. And we just decided to, because my daughter was home for Christmas and because she's in college. And so she was home. And so we decided just to do a family photo shoot with something that we all enjoy doing and we all love to hunt. And so we all got our biggest deer, and my son grabbed his elk too. And we just went out and just had so much fun just playing in the snow and taking pictures. And my daughter made a video that actually turned out really cute. And yeah, we just had a lot of fun. So back to the title up there, I put a flower and then I did 4 of the feathers, and I did not pop any of them up. I just left them flat. And then I decided to go and grab this. These are my puffy paints from Walmart. My husband spoiled me and bought me all the colors that they had. And I did not expect it. So I put white down, and then I grabbed the glitter gold, or gold glitter, whichever it is. And I put 2 dots of gold by each dot of white. And that is my layout. I hope you enjoy it. It was a lot of fun to make. And if you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to push the little bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.